Today we are going to discuss about the hierarchical methods in the clustering analysis. So the hierarchical clustering method works in the grouping the data objects of the to form a cluster. So in that you have two methods. One is the agglomerative, another one is the divisive. So agglomerative is the bottom up approach and it was also called as AGNS. So when you take the bottom-up approach, the single individual clusters which can be merged into the micro clusters then form into the macro clusters or the final clusters. And divisive method is the reverse of the agglomerative clusters, which is the top-down approach where you can take the total data points as one clusters which are furtherly divided into the micro clusters to an individual clusters. So coming to the agglomerative method, the agglomerative method can be represented as AGNS or agglomerative nesting. It is a single link method and it is also a dissimilarity matrix we can find. So single link method is a method where you find out the minimum distance between the points in one cluster to the point in the other cluster, and we are going to find out the most similar data that is existing, and it is also a bottom up approach. Eventually whenever you find the minimum distance of the data that is existing, we form into furtherly to a cluster, finally to the total clusters. It is generally represented in form of a dendrogram. So dendrogram is nothing but it is trees like structure where you are going to represent the total clustering format data objects. So whenever we want a desired level, we can cut down these particular dendrograms to a required level and we can take those particular clustering points. So here you can suppose if you have A and B as an objects, so AB can be merged to one cluster which can be again merged to some other cluster C, and EF which can be merged to some other clusters, and finally to the final clusters. Coming to the divisive analysis, so it represented as DIANA, which is nothing but divisive analysis. So it is inverse of agglomerative. So it is top down approach where you are going to take the all set of objects which are splitted down to the smaller individual clusters. So to find out the distance between the clusters, we use the single link, complete link, average, mean distance. Single link, or it can be also said as minimum distance between the element in one cluster to the element in the other cluster. Complete link is the largest or the maximum distance between one cluster element to the element of the other cluster. Average is the average distance between the element in the one cluster to the element in the other. Mean distance is the mean distance of two clusters, that is distance of mean of one particular cluster to the distance of mean in the other cluster. Taking an example of single link or the minimum, you have the points like x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, which can be represented in the form of a graph. So when you represent in form of graph, you can look like this. So you need to find out the distance matrix that you need to evaluate. To find out the distance matrix, we use the method like Euclidean distance or Manhattan. So we use the Euclidean distance. So according to the formula of Euclidean distance, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, the square root, we are going to get the distance. So when you take the distance between x1, then it becomes 0. Then x2, x1, then you are going to find out the distance. So here the distance will be root of 1 minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 2.5 whole square root which gives you 0.5. Similarly, you are going to find out the x2 and x3. So 1 minus 3 whole square plus 2.5 minus 1 whole square root. Then you are going to get the value as x2, x3 as 2.4. So like that you are going to find out all the distance between the points. Then you are going to note down in the distance matrix. Once you note down the distances, you need to find out the minimum distance that is existing. So here the minimum distance is 0.5. So this particular 0.5 is been taken, so we can merge the x1 and x2. So while merging the x1 and x2, we can take the distance matrix have to be updated. So we write as x1 x2 comma x3, x1 x2 comma x4, x1 x2 comma x5. So you can find out the minimum distance between x1 x3, x2 x3. So the minimum distance between x1 x3 is x1 x3 is 2.24 and x2 x3 is 2.5. So here the minimum distance is 2.24. Similarly x1 x4, x1 x4 3.34 and x2 x4 is 3.61. So here the minimum distance is 3.34. And similarly x1 x5 is 3 and x2 x5 is 3.04. So here the minimum distance is 3. So likewise you are going to note down the minimum distances. Once you have updated the minimum distances, you are going to get the matrix like this. Once you get the matrix, again you need to find out the minimum distance over here. So here the minimum distance is 1.12. So this 1.12 again can be merged, that is x2, x3 and x4 can be merged. So x3, x4 is merged again and again we form the minimum distance. So finding out the x3, x4, comma x1, x2, x3, x4, comma x5. So like that we are going to find out the matrix by finding out the minimum distance between these using the Euclidean distance. Again you are going to write down the values. Once you write the values, again you have to find out the minimum distance from that particular matrix. So here you can see that we can merge the x3, x4 and x5. So finally we get x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. So at the final end we can from the dendrogram we can write the x1 x2 and merged into x1 x2 and individual items objects like x3 x4 which is merged to x3 x4 and which finally merged with x5, then which is finally merged to the total cluster. Here we represent with the minimum values that is being used for the merging. So there is a disadvantages existing in the hierarchical clustering method. One is the scalability and other one is the which cannot be, that is once the decision is being done, that is either to merge or to split, once the decision is done it cannot be never undone. So these are the two disadvantages that were existing. For that reason, to for the effectively working or to maintain the quality of the hierarchical cluster, the three different methods were introduced. One is the bridge, rock and chameleon. So bridge method uses the clustering feature, rock method uses the similarity and Chameleon uses the dynamic modeling. Coming to the bridge methodology is the balancing, iterative, reducing the clustering using hierarchies. So whatever the disadvantages existed in the agglomerative clustering was recovered by the bridge methodology. So here it uses the two, it constructs the two features. One is the clustering features, another one is the clustering feature tree. So here in the clustering feature tree, it is defined with the three vector dimensional data represented with n, ls and ss. So the clustering features is n represents the number of points, ls represents the linear sum, ss represents the square sum. So suppose if you got the data points like 3, 4, 2, 6, 4, 5, 4, 7 and 3, s, one cluster C1. So all these comes under suppose C1. So the clustering features of this particular C1 will be, so the number of points are 5. So it is represented as 5. 16 is nothing but the sum of the values, that is 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3, which leads to 16, and 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8, which is leads to 30. The square of the sum is the values. So 3 square plus 2 square plus 4 square plus 4 square plus 3 square, which gives you 54, and 4 square plus 6 square plus 5 square plus 7 square plus 8 square, which gives you 190. Here, if at all there are given two clusters, and to find out the three clusters, we use a method called as additive. So here it is given as C1 and C2. Now to find out or the merging of the two clusters, so this merging can be done using the addition of the clustering features. So addition of the clustering feature 1 and addition of the clustering features 2. So coming to the bridge method, here it is represented in a form of a balance tree. So this particular balance tree, the non-leaf nodes will contain the clustering features. So it will always store the sum of the clustering features, and it will also store the branching factors and the threshold values. So branching factor is the maximum number of children that has to be uh, given by the non, that is can be given by, can be there in the each non-leaf node, and also the threshold value, that is the subclusters that can exist in the leaf nodes. So once if any new node comes to a non where you can add, then always it will, the non-leaf node will check about the branching factor and the threshold value. If it exceeds any threshold value, again it's spread down into a new subcluster. So like this you can represent the clustering feature tree. Coming to the next method, that is rock method. So in rock method, rather than using the distance based, it will use the similarity or the proximity between the neighbors. So how do you find the similarity? Is using the Jarkert coefficient. So in the Jarkert coefficient, this is the formula. So we are going to take the points and the most similar points that are existing in the neighbors, then we are going to merge that particular data points. So the complexity of the can be represented in this, that is big of n square plus n mma, where plus n square log n. And if you take an example, like you have the points as 1 comma 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 4 comma 5. So here you can take the point as 3 by 1 plus 2 plus 3, so 1 by 5, that is 0 5 where your common values are existing, and we can take the common values, like if you have the 1 comma 2 comma 3 and 1 comma 2 comma 4, so the neighbors that are having the common values are 1 comma 2 comma 5, 1 comma, that is more than 2 points if they're existing, you can take those points, and 1 comma 3 comma 4 and 2 comma 3 comma 4. So like this we are going to find out, and if those points having the similarity, we can merge those points. So coming to the next method, that is chameleon method. So in this chameleon methods, we are going to merge if there is an interconnectivity or the proximity between the two clusters. It is constructed based on the two disadvantages that is existing in the Cure and ROC methodology. The Cure ignores the interconnectivity of the objects and the ROC ignores the closeness of the objects. So this is overcome by the chameleon, and there are two phases. One is using the graph partitioning algorithm and using the agglomerative hierarchical method. So here it will take the data points and it will construct the sparse graph. So once the graph is formed, it will find out the k nearest graph, and once the k nearest graph is there, it will partition the graph, and once the partitions are being done, it will merge the partitions and final clusters are being formed in the chameleon. So this is the about the hierarchical methods. Thank you.